if you guys always go on a vacation every year, take the baby on the vacation. You don't have to miss out on anything that you naturally do in life just because you're having a kid. This kid is going to be a part of your life, and they're going to learn what you do, and that's okay even if it takes them the first year. If they have to adjust, they're going to adjust. Babies are extremely resilient, so don't lose a part of yourself because you're having a kid.
Welcome to Tune In Bond to Bloom. Today is episode 6, and I have Amber on here. So Amber and I met, I think it was October of 2024, when her newborn baby was a patient of mine, and he has since not aged out. He has since graduated from the program because he's doing so well, and he's only just a little bit over a year. So I had asked Amber to be on here after she exited the program because I just feel like she can bring so much experience to other young moms. So Amber is a single mom. I'll let her explain a little bit about her story, but she's been a force, and that baby is so blessed to have her. And I just want to introduce you and tell everybody a little bit about you and Kaleo.
You're so sweet. Already gonna make me cry. So I'm Amber, and I have my little son Kaleo. He's about 13 months now. We recently moved to Arizona from California. That was when I met Nicole. The state just reached out to me and was like, hey, your son was a preemie. You guys can join this program, which was fantastic. Like, I've never had anything like that. So that was kind of the start to my journey, right, with everything. I didn't even know my son ended up having torticollis, so he had a tightness in his neck. He wasn't rolling over, like not reaching any milestones really, and then kind of took off from there.
And the helmet.
And the helmet helped me get my car, right?
An awesome helmet that was decorated.
Exactly.
Yeah. And
So
then
yeah,
he was born in California, right?
he was, yeah. He was born, he was born in August, and then we actually went on a road trip. He left the hospital. He was born at 33 weeks, was in the hospital for about 3 weeks, and then left the hospital on oxygen for about another 2 to 3. And then as soon as he got off oxygen, went on a road trip up to, Seattle, and then moved to Arizona. So this kid has already had a crazy start to his little life, and then, came out here, started a new job, went to daycare. So yeah, so many things. But yeah,
He's definitely thriving.
Yeah, crazy.
All right, I'm going to ask you some questions that I feel like your answers will really help some new young single moms. So, what was the biggest shock or adjustment for you in the first weeks after bringing Kaleo home?
Oh, it would be the oxygen. I mean, definitely I had a normal pregnancy throughout the whole thing. I mean, they had no worries, and then I just, went into labor at 33 weeks, so that was pretty crazy. And then to find out that my son had to go home on oxygen after not being on oxygen in the hospital. So that was it was definitely an adjustment. In my room, it was like this loud motor was going on all the time. You're not only coming home with a newborn as a first-time mom, you have to deal with all the hospital visits, and that was definitely the biggest adjustment or shock too. It was crazy.
I'm assuming it was a little scary.
Yes, definitely. When I went in before I even had him, they told me that he would have to be transferred to a hospital 3 hours away, and that I was not allowed to go with him. So not only was it, premature labor, I was like, all these different things were having to be done. It was crazy, very chaotic.
Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that part of it. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. What was the hardest part about being a single mom during his first year?
The lack of sleep. I guess that would be for any mom, but I mean, there's literally nobody to rely on. So even now, he's 13 months, does not sleep through the night. So it is an ongoing thing.
Yeah, I remember asking you in the beginning, I was like, is he sleeping any better? You're like, no.
He's still sleep deprived. So, I guess that would be still the hardest part, ongoing.
Yeah. And you're working full time?
And I'm working full time, yeah.
Yeah.
So
that is hard. That's really, really hard.
Yeah.
Oh, Kaleo, I'm going to send you some good sleep vibes your way
Please.
in the
I
next
was only
month.
done it twice. Only slept in the
Really?
night. Yeah, I made him stay up until 10 o'clock, and he was exhausted. Slept through the night all until like 4 in the morning. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man.
I know.
Okay. Were there moments that you felt like giving up? And if so, what helped you push through?
Actually, no. I don't think I've ever wanted to give up, especially, not with mom, not with work, nothing, just because I don't know, I've had hard times, right, where I've sat there and I've been like, all right, I'm so done. But I've never wanted to give up just because I do have Kaleo and I see him as, he's just always been my light. I've never not wanted to do anything for him, you know?
Yeah. And
So,
giving up, like, I mean, not like
yeah,
tragically giving up, but just
yeah.
that having that feeling of like, I can't do this anymore. It's just so exhausting. I mean, I guess part of me wants to normalize that because I feel like that's a normal feeling
Oh,
for most,
absolutely.
right? For most moms to feel that way. And I think we judge ourselves and we shame ourselves that we feel. I mean, I had many times that I felt like that where I was just like, oh my gosh, this is not what it's cracked up to be.
Yeah,
Right.
especially in the mornings, you haven't slept. Let's say you get up 4 times in the night and you're just sitting there like, I don't wanna get up, but I mean, they're awake, they're crying, you have to get up, feed them, whatever, and you're just sitting there like, "All right, I'm done." Like, I do not wanna get up. Like, 3 more hours of sleep. That's all I need.
And
So
I remember a lot of our conversations because so my job as an early intervention physical therapist is really a lot of coaching. So like I remember
mhm.
having a lot of conversations with Amber about just like pivoting. And so she first was trying to get him into daycare and then getting a job and just all those different things that she had to do as a single mom to be able to provide for him. And I remember you like we would meet every other week and you'd be like, okay, I think I'm going to have him in daycare. And then I'd come 2 weeks later and you have him in daycare. And then you were like, oh, I think I'm going to get a job. And then 2 weeks later you had a job. And I was just like, dang, this girl is no joke. She's just like, she sets a goal and she just does it.
Yeah, I love that. That's such a good perspective. Because on my end, I guess I'm not always seeing it like that from the outside in,
Right.
right? So on the inside with daycare, I did have my mom watching him for a little bit. That went all kinds of south. So,
Yeah.
I definitely always know what I want to do, and then I have to do it. I guess as a mom, right? Even
Yeah.
as a single mother, like we're strong. We get things done because we have to, and it sucks. So you're gonna want to give up. You're gonna even give up at some point, but you just
Mhm.
have to.
Yeah, I always admired that about you, and that's like the big reason why I wanted to have you on here is like I don't know if you ever saw that like strength in yourself in that time, but I would leave your house sometimes and I would just be like, dang, she is just so strong. Like I at
So
your age
sweet.
and like being single
Oh,
mom, like I wouldn't have had it all together like you have, and it's
oh,
amazing.
that means a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's
All
so
right,
sweet.
couple more questions. What did you learn about yourself during that first year?
That's a good question. I don't even know. I guess you learned that. I mean, I still don't even know myself. I mean, I guess that's because of my age, right? I'm young, I'm 20.
Yeah.
So I still go through moments where I'm like, man, I have no idea who I am. Like,
I have a kid. I have a kid and
yeah,
I'm 20. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Most people my age, they're going out, they're drinking. So I have no idea. That's a good question. I'm
Yeah, I
still
mean,
learning.
I feel like resilience, like seeing your resilience over this last year has been, maybe you feel like, okay, this is what I have to do, but not many people would be able to do what you did in that time. So that's what I see that you learned in that first year.
Thank you. Definitely. I would say that's a good one.
Okay, couple more. How do you take care of yourself so you have energy to connect with Kaleo?
Oh, put him to bed at 7:30 every night. Okay, consistent routine is solid. Okay, because if you put him to bed at 7:30, you have if you want to go to bed at 10, that's a couple of hours you have
Mhm.
to put yourself together. You put the baby down, read a book if you want to, drink a glass of water because you probably haven't all day.
Right.
Seriously, go brush your teeth. Like, just get whatever you want to do, even if it's doom scroll. If you have to doom scroll for the last couple of hours, just do it because that's what we need sometimes. So I
Right.
heavily rely on that. I'm like, all right, you're going to bed 7:30.
Yep.
If he's crying, just, I hate to say it, but let him cry for a little bit and then just get yourself to be where you need to be.
Well, and I feel like I've seen some pictures of you at a gym, so I know that you are
Yes.
exercising.
I am gonna be such a strong mom. I'm working I'm working on calisthenics, so calisthenics, and then I also want to do weightlifting, which those kind of don't go hand in hand, but I'm doing both. So, ooh.
Good. Good
But the
for
gym
you.
helps with the mental health so much, especially being a mom. You just have to take care of yourself, and that helps with mental health as well. So,
Big
I,
time. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. All right, last one. This is where all the advice is going to come. Looking back, what do you wish someone had told you before you started this journey?
oh, the baby is coming into your life, not the other way around. You are not joining your baby's family. Okay, he or she is joining your family. So that means if you guys always go on a vacation every year, take the baby on the vacation. You don't have to miss out on anything that you naturally do in life just because you're having a kid. This kid is going to be a part of your life and they're going to learn what you do, and that's okay even if it takes them the first year. If they have to adjust, they're going to adjust. Babies are extremely resilient, so don't lose a part of yourself because you're having a kid.
Oh, I love that. Look at you. That
Right.
was awesome. I've never heard somebody say that before. I love how you phrased that.
Thank you. Oh
That was
man, well,
awesome.
I just hope that helps somebody because my dad actually told me that when I first brought him home from the hospital. He said, "Make sure you don't lose
Really?
yourself." Yeah, he said, "The baby comes into your life, not the other way around." And I've taken it and I've ran with it. Again, as I mentioned in the beginning, he went on a road trip with us. He's gone on so many vacations, so he's really, been a part of our life and added to it, which is a good thing.
Aw. Well, girl, I am so proud of you. I'm so blessed that our paths crossed and just
Mm,
love you and love your little boy. And I know that we're going to have a relationship for a long time. And I
yeah.
just can't wait to see him grow up and you too.
Thank you. And you're here with us. I'll send you videos.
Yes, please do.